This is Fudge Films. Coming up next, our feature presentation. Let's commit mass genocide. Country road, take me home.
One.
He no-sold that, dude. I'm all about exploiting old ladies. That's the Fudge Films way. Now make sure you hit that railing. Okay. And there's the checkpoint. And then the stage continues.
I got more live. Hey man, got any water?
I mean, this was the last one, and I'm kind of drinking that.
Well, didn't want to have to do this.
I just thought, well, I'm not gonna willingly drink piss. Why would I not drink the clean water? I'm Captain Mike Ryder, and I'm talking to you about jokes. Kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to steal a joke is not your friend. Stealing jokes can and will kill. Remember, don't be afraid to talk to your priest, your rabbi, your minister, your moms, your dads, your teachers. Because stealing jokes can kill. And if you steal a joke, you go to hell before you die. Please. Hello. Um, well, that was interesting. My computer just shut down. It just turned off. I was waiting for that video to be done, and then I was going to select to go, and my computer just flicked off. That hasn't happened before. So that's a little bit worrying. But I guess we'll cross that river when we get to it. Wouldn't be a Fudge Film stream without technical issues. Hi. It's Friday night. Do you know where your entertainment is? I sure hope it's here. Tonight we are doing something I think cute. I think inspirational, celebrational, Muppetational, if you will. Tomorrow is May 16th, and that is it'll be the 30th anniversary of Jim Henson's death. And I kind of just wanted to play some Muppet games, obviously made after his passing. I wanted to talk about the man a little bit, but mostly I just wanted to have some goofy fun in honor of him. If you don't know, there's like two major inspirations in my life. And there's several smaller, but the two biggest ones are Mega 64 and Jim Henson. I absolutely adore Jim Henson. There's just something about how effortlessly creative he was, while also encouraging others to play and create themselves. And so I just wanted to have some goofy fun. We're gonna be taking mainly a look at Muppet Racemania on the PlayStation 1, but we might pop over to Muppet Monster Adventure. But that game is Muppet Monster Adventure is much more of a it's not really a Muppets game, is it? I mean, it is, but it's rooted in Halloween, while Muppet Racemania is kind of a love letter to the Muppets. So we're going to be focusing mainly on Muppet Racemania, but we might pop over to Monster Adventure because Racemania is an interesting beast, and I have no idea how this is going to go because of it. Yeah. Hopefully my computer doesn't flick off again. That's a little bit alarming. I'm sorry that I didn't wear like any like Muppet hats or shirts to prove that I am a real Muppet fan. I do have my phone case is Muppets. Hold on. I've got Great Muppet Caper McDonald's drinking glasses. I wanted these like my whole life. I wanted these since I was a kid. I've got the whole set. Um, and I finally, whenever I moved out of my parents' house, like the first thing I did was I bought these. Because the artwork's just gorgeous on these. So I bought them. And then like a week after I bought them, someone went, "Man, isn't it crazy how McDonald's used to sell drinking glasses filled with lead paint?" And they're not wrong. So it's not really the safest thing to drink from these. So I don't think I ever have. And also I'm a little bit wary about running them through the dishwasher because I don't want the paint to run off. So I just have a set of drinking glasses that I don't drink from. But they're Muppet themed. They're really nice. Go to the Muppet Wiki. This is a really cool request from a really cool streamer. Go to the Muppet Wiki and look up the art on these glasses. Because it's so beautiful. But filled with lead paint. So, alright, now I just got these on my desk. Hold on, let me put them back. Wow, this is a really fun Muppet tribute show. Wow, we're gonna have all kinds of explosions and throw some pies. It's gonna be nuts. Wow. I'll be right back. I gotta go put these back. They're really pretty. Look at that. The light just creates a glare. They're really pretty glasses. I wish I could drink from them. Wasn't it like with Shrek 3? They like put out a set of these and the lead paint content was like so high they had to recall the glasses. And then they like never did glasses again after that. Which I don't know if that's a shame or not. Maybe that was a good thing. That they never did more glasses. I don't know. I'll be right back. Wow, this has been a great stream so far. We've already had laughs and a celebrity guest appearance by the McDonald's branding. Wow. Great times are ahead of us. I really do truly love the Muppets. Like my favorite movie is the Muppet movie, is 1979's The Muppet Movie. Because it's a movie about this frog who's has a lot of potential but has to get out of the swamp. He has to get it to Hollywood because in his heart he knows he can make it. And on his way to Hollywood, he makes a bunch of friends who also want to break into show business. It's like my dream, but if I was a banjo playing frog, right? So I really, that movie is hugely important to me. And there are other good Muppet movies. Muppet Caper, Great Muppet Caper is great. Muppets Take Manhattan it's good. It's got issues, but it's good. Muppets Christmas Carol, great. Muppet Treasure Island, I don't know. I've seen Muppet Treasure Island 4 times. All the way through. I don't remember that movie. Every time I've watched that movie, I can't remember it. And everyone, all the like 90s kids are like, that's the best one. Oh, I love Treasure Island. I don't remember it. Which doesn't seem like a good sign. I don't know. You got Muppets from Space, which isn't good. You've got all those direct-to-video movies that aren't good. You got 2011's The Muppets, which is pretty good. Has some problems, but is pretty good. You've got 2013's Muppets Most Wanted, which I've never seen. I don't think anyone's ever seen that movie. That movie came out, and not a single person on Earth watched it. And now it's on Disney Plus, and nobody's watching it. But I've heard, in theory, it's good. I've heard, in theory, it's pretty alright. So, take that as you will. Hey, Clayton, when you get off work, if I'm still alive, shoot me a message, and we'll I want to do a bit for the stream. If you're alright with that. If you're too tired after work, that's fine. And if I'm not live, that's fine. Anyway, okay. Muppet Show, good. Just whenever. The Muppet Show, good. Like, really good. My earliest memories of the Muppet Show are going to Blockbuster and renting a Best of the Muppet Show DVD. And it's the episode with, Benson's Baby Band, right? And there's all those creepy baby Muppets. Hold on. I gotta give you the visual. There's all those creepy baby Muppets. Baby Muppet. Benson Baby Band. Bobby Benson's Baby Band. Okay. Look at these freaks of nature. Hold on. No, that's Bobby Benson. Why has it gotten so much harder to open an image? Why is this happening? I just want a picture of Bobby Benson's Baby Band. Why is this like a whole struggle? Great. It's in like there's like 1 pixel. Why is life hard? You know? There we go. Okay. So it was the episode with Bobby Benson's Baby Band, which is a great gag. But these babies, look at its face. They're demons, dude. And so this episode was on the DVD, and it was the last summer that Blockbuster was still around. And my brother and I, we were allowed to go to Blockbuster and rent 2 games for the whole summer. And we were allowed to rent some DVDs. And I rented a Muppet Show DVD because I had watched The Muppets Take Manhattan. I had that DVD as a kid because my grandma in the bargain bin at Walmart let my brother and I pick out a movie each. And so my brother chose Milo and Otis, which we come to find out a lot of real animals died. And I chose The Muppets Take Manhattan. So like very equal levels of horror. So I liked the Muppets well enough. I hated Miss Piggy. She scared me. But I really liked Gonzo. So, I picked out this Muppet Show DVD. It was Best of Muppet Show. It's a Time Life set. And that was the summer that we played so much Destroy All Humans 2. And the PlayStation 2 sat on top of our DVD player. It, like, cooked our DVD player. And so we went to put the Muppet Show DVD in. And the thing would just keep freezing. So these little gremlins, right? The thing would just... there'd be, like, music playing and, like, canned laughter, and then it would just like freeze on the little gremlin faces. And yeah, I had no interest in the Muppets after that. I was done. No thanks. Don't want it. It wasn't until I was in middle school that I was really into Animaniacs, which, man, that was a hot property in 2011. Very cool. And in my recommended was I want to say it was Rainbow Connection from the Muppet movie. Like, it was that clip. And I remember watching that. And I was only in middle school. But I felt very strongly that what the felt frog was singing was something I deeply related to. In that there's something bigger out there, and I want to be a part of it. And so it was like from that moment on, I became like a diehard Muppets fan. But also it's one of these things where I don't think I can be a casual fan of anything. I really don't. If I like something, I'll learn everything about it. I'll buy everything there is to buy from it. I can't be a casual fan of things. I can't be casual about anything. Moderation is not my strong suit. But that was like 2010. Because in 2011 was the Jason Segel Muppets movie. And I've been like a diehard Muppets fan ever since. I've gone to the Museum of Moving Image, which big shouts out to friend of the fudge Hillary for putting up with that drive and taking me to New York City to go to the Museum of Moving Image, where they have this Jim Henson exhibit. And that, man, there's like a series of moments in my life thus far that I feel really define me. And there's one moment at the Museum of Moving Image where, because they've got this, it's a beautiful exhibit. If you're ever in New York City, if you're ever in, I believe it was like in the Brooklyn area, go to the Museum of Moving Image. There's so much stuff there, even if you don't care about the Muppets. There's a ton of stuff there. There's an arcade in there. I got to play Outrun, which is my favorite arcade game, and that ruled. Anyway, we're going through the Muppet exhibit, and you get to the end of it, and they've got all these television screens. I think I've got this picture. Hold on. They've got all these television screens. And each one is like showing a different like funny Muppet clip. Haha. Ooh, it's funny. And showing, aspects of Jim's career. And they're always changing. They're always different. Let me see. Yeah. It's my cover photo on Facebook. Because Hillary, again, props to Hillary. Hillary swoops in. I'm having this moment. And I think she maybe realized I was having a moment. And she swept in and she, like, took this picture. And it's not... My hair's terrible in it, man. But... They've got these screens and they're playing different clips from Jim's life and different things he worked on. And then they all come together as images of Jim. And they just, like... I can't remember the exact words... because I don't remember the exact clip. But it conveyed this notion of like, I'm gone, go create. I can't create, you go create. And that, like, just standing there, I don't know, man. Mon Hillary Pong, that's not a bad idea. I should do that, actually. Anyway, I think that's the essence of Jim Henson, is just about creating. The expression of creation. So, everyone works at 9 to 5, and they hate it. But the escapism in silliness, the escapism in creation it's freeing. And I think that's what Jim has imparted onto me. That's what he means to me. Is the expression of creation, the expression of silliness, the expression of camaraderie, of trust in your peers. That's what Jim means to me. I think that's... Maybe I should have said these things at the end of the stream. Because this is... now we're going to play a PlayStation 1 game that's not very good. Woo! That's what Jim means to me. I don't know, man. If you want to know more about Jim Henson, and I really recommend... It doesn't matter if you don't care about the Muppets. Doesn't matter if you're never... If you can't draw more than a stick figure, Doesn't matter if you feel like you can't create. I really recommend learning more about Jim Henson. Brian J. Jones has a wonderfully thick biography on him. You can skip like the first chapter or two because it's not really important to the overall image, but it kind of is. It's important to the details. I recommend you learn about Jim. Because the world could really use a Jim Henson right now. Also, stop saying Jim wouldn't want this, Jim wouldn't want that, Jim wouldn't do this. We don't know what Jim would do. I hate that. Anyway, we're going to play a funny PS1 game now. Well, is the game really funny? I don't know about that, but hopefully I'll be funny. So, Muppet Racemania was released in the year of our Lord 2000. It's a kart racer. It's going to play a movie clip. Watch this. Oh my god. I'm really glad it didn't, actually. It's a kart racer. It's developed by Traveler's Tales on what I think is the Sonic R engine, which, if you know Sonic R, because that's a notorious game, you kind of know how this is gonna go. But I hate this game, but I love this game. It's the most baffling and conflicted I've ever felt about a game. Maybe ever? Anyway, Midway published Muppet Racemania and Muppet Monster Adventure, and also, I believe, a Game Boy Color Muppets game developed by Rockstar, which, you want to talk about bad games. That's a bad game. Anyway, we're going to play this. Except for my PlayStation 2 just shut itself off. Nothing's working tonight. Clayton, you weren't here because you didn't get the notification, But I started the stream and played the commercials, and then I went to switch scenes over, and my computer just turned off. And now my PlayStation 2 is just turned off. To be fair, though, this is more par for the course for my PlayStation 2. Spooky. Ooh. Okay. So I played, I intended on playing a lot of Muppet Racemania off stream and unlocking stuff. So whenever I got to the stream, it would be an interesting stream. I would have things unlocked. The thing is Muppet Racemania is a nightmare to play. It's a fun nightmare. It's a night fair. Anyway, so I only ended up doing like 3 stages. And that was like over the course of like 4 hours yesterday. And I'm good at kart racers, alright? Alright? I'm good at Mario Kart. Listen to this jam. Traveler's Tale had such a weird logo. And then they went on to do the Lego games, so figuring that one out. But, so we don't have that much unlocked, but I'm going to do as much as I can. Also, I want to say, I don't know if this VOD is going to go straight up onto YouTube or not. Because there's a lot of movie clips. We're going to hope that, this and this and me will get around being copyright claimed, but Disney be a fickle bitch. So we'll see. Memory card. Cool. Very real screenshot from Muppets in Space. This is someone else's memory card. These are my saves for sure. I don't think this is my save. I don't know if this is my save. I don't have this game, and this is not my save. So I don't think this is my Metal Gear Solid save. But I have no idea. I feel like I got farther in Final Fantasy VII than 4 hours in. I feel like I played that game for like 12 hours. And then went, nah. Which someone out there right now is like pounding their fist in their desks like, how could gamer streamer man play 40 hours of Muppet Racemania and not play Final Fantasy VII all the way through? Because it didn't. So there. Hello? Where's the game audio? I think I beat this. Yeah, I beat this. So each, like, movie has 2 races and then 2, like, extra things on them. But also there's an adventure mode in each stage where you go around collecting items and icons. And it's very confusing and not good, but also it's a lot of content and it's kind of fun. I don't know, man. Let's just move on to Great Muppet Caper. What do we got? We got Happiness Hotel, the Mallory Gallery. Okay. Like, they go, like, these are places from real Muppet movies. It's very interesting. With suspiciously substitute music. Alright, here we go. Here's a movie clip. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream this far.
The Happiness Hotel. What do you think, guys?
Wow. If that's the Happiness Hotel, I'd hate to see what the sad one looks like.
It's a rip of the VHS tape compressed to a PlayStation 1 disc.
This is the Happiness Hotel?
Yep. Does it make you happy?
Yes, happy that I'm not staying here.
I love it, but I hate it, but I love it. All right, we're gonna play as my favorite Muppet, Rolf the dog. I'm a big Ralph fan. I don't know what cart to choose. Let's go with the hot rod. Like, it's so charming and I love it, but also, do I though? Because it also, oh my, I don't have analog support on. Oh, okay, hold on. That was, we're gonna cut that. People on YouTube are not gonna see that clip. We're gonna chalk that up to copyright claim. Any mistake I make, we're gonna just blame on copyright claims tonight. What? Okay, but what if I go this way? Nothing. There's nothing over here. You see what I mean, though, chat? Like, a Mario Kart would never be designed like this. There's no... Oh, my God. There's no... Oh, my God. There's no drifting, as far as I can tell. And if there is, I'm totally missing it. And that would be mondo helpful at this point. But the point of the game is to be, like, chaotic. Because it's the Muppets, right? They're all about chaos. But does that make a fun game whenever you feel like there's no skill involved? It's all just luck and hopefully getting through the chaos? I don't know, dude. I don't like this game, but I also, like, kind of deeply love this game. It's so confusing. And the more I play it, the more I feel like I'm developing Stockholm Syndrome over it. So I don't know, dude. Maybe I'm just not playing good enough. Also, the game did do the double item system before Mario Kart Double Dash. So I'll just say the Hinton Estate is waiting on their check. Thank you. Why do the penguins bark like seals? Why would you not just use a clip of any of the puppeteers making the Muppet penguin noise of, like, just like wah, wah. Who? Okay, I lost. You see what I mean? Like, did any of that come down to skill? I don't think so. I think that was mostly me just flailing around. But I didn't hate it. Which, when you reach my level of depression, not hating something is pretty high marks. There's gotta be shortcut. There's definitely, like, a big shortcut here. Because every stage is, like, filled with secret shortcuts. And I just haven't found the shortcut yet. No, it's not over there. Okay, now I'm doing good at the game. What's up? What is this? I assure you, I'm not playing any differently. We're gonna... What's in this door? A brick wall. There's nothing... it was a jape. It was a jape. I've been jebaited. Okay, just through the run. That's fine. Oh. Okay. There, like, in the boost system in this is a pretty good idea. Like, you pick up fruit to build up your beaker. And then when you get it all the way to the top, like, you can burn it off by hitting R1, and you get little boosts for it, or you can get it all the way to the top, and each character has a special move that they can use. It's a really good idea. It adds a lot of depth to kart racing. It reminds me of how it's literally how I feel about CTR, of like, wow, it's like deeper mechanicked or slightly different mechanicked Mario Kart 64. And I can really get behind that. The difference between CTR and this game, though, is this game also sometimes just feels like a nightmare to play. But not all the time, but like most of the time, but like... Oh, I don't know, chat. I would not like to be a game reviewer in the year 2000 trying to review this game, because I think it would ruin my career. I think it would cause me to have like a mental break, because it's so easy to go, okay, this controls badly, therefore bad game. And that's not wrong. Like, that is correct, right? But I'm also ridiculously charmed by this game, and I think it's definitely manageable. But is it good? Alright, we need to retitle... Oh, come on. We need to retitle the stream Mike Has a Muppet Mental Breakdown. Because that's where I'm at, dude. Also, there's no way I'm catching up with Floyd. Floyd's gone, dude. Okay. Somehow dodged that. Epic. Oh. How? How? Alright, that's it. We're looking for secrets. Okay, no secrets in here. Hello? Thank you. How am I? I'm still in... Oh, okay, now I'm at 6th. I was gonna say I'm still in 3rd. That's pretty good. There's nothing in here. This is a worthless secret. Okay, that's the brick wall. There's gotta be a secret in here. What if I, like, jump down? No, that just went backwards. The characters are now lapping me. I don't care. I'll finish when I want to finish. Does this game have online, Pog? Yeah. Yep, you just have to go ahead and take your, plug in your PlayStation 1 Wi-Fi card and connect to AOL online, and then you'll be good to go. Is this backwards or forwards? Where's this gonna take me? What? Oh. I see. Okay. See, and now we learned a shortcut. It's that simple, chat. We just have to hang right before the staircase. Why is this game good, but like not good? It sounds strange, dude. I wanna get Clayton over here. I wanna get like I guess it's only 2-player. I wanna get like a group together and play this, and just see if like in multiplayer, if the chaos aspect of it really comes across. I don't know. But it's also exactly, you know, on one hand, it's like, man, I wish they just did like a standard kart racer with Muppet characters instead of whatever this is, right? Like a Mickey Speedway USA on the N64. But at the same time, turn around. Wait. Oh, I screwed up. I didn't think this through. Okay, we'll see if we can make her come back. This is the... This is the door. Huh. Mulmangcho? Hopefully I pronounced that right. I have no idea. Okay, I didn't take the elevator up. About differences between Korean and U.S. high school. Huh. That's interesting. I honestly, I know so little about Korean high school, you know. They don't teach us anything like that in the U.S. They only teach us that we win wars, we strong. So I don't know, but I'm interested in learning more. Like, okay, I need to turn around, sir. I've fully thrown this run. Well, thanks for being here. How's your day going? I don't know much about Korean high schools, but how's your day going? Going well? Okay, that's good. Yeah, okay, I'm just restarting. We're gonna beat one stage tonight. That's my bet. Okay. They're co-ed bathrooms? That's interesting. That is definitely not like that over here. Huh. I don't think adults trust. But I remember high school. I take that back. I was gonna say, I don't think adults trust us kids, or the kids enough. We should have been allowed to have co-ed bathrooms, but no. I remember the people I went to high school with. Having gender separated bathrooms maybe was a good idea. I mean, my high school, there were kids who sold drugs at my high school, and one kid, like, fled the state. He, like, stole a car and tried to flee the state. And it was, like, some, like, preppy, like, jock kid. So, I don't think we should have been trusted with co-ed bathrooms. Huh. Wow, I am surprisingly in second. I'll say, I thought I would be in sixth by now. Come on, Kermit. Okay. This stage reminds me of, like, the Luigi's Mansion stage in Mario Kart DS in the best possible way, and I lost. So they have these archive clips of Jim Henson, and it's very strange to hear all his characters played by someone else, and then Rolf has Jim's voice. It's very odd. I swear though, we will beat this one stage. If it takes all night, chat, we will beat one stage. So the items are all, I get the penguin is the closest equivalent to like the banana peel in Mario Kart. You got the boomerang fish, which don't really act like a boomerang. They're very much the green shell. You've got the chicken, which is the red shell. Where's that door? I missed it. It's okay. We're just gonna, you know what? We're not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna keep going because we're in first. And winning is all that matters to me. This is so far the easiest stage I've played. It's also the funnest stage I've played so far. Oh god, they're gaining. I gotta go. Oh, there's still another lap. And I missed the entrance again. Okay, that's alright. Hey, whose favorite... Oh, come on. Whose favorite Muppet is Clifford? We got any Clifford fans in chat tonight? Because I like Kevin Clash. I'll say that. I'm not a Clifford head. I feel like all the puppets from like the Jim Henson Hour era are not fun to look at. And I don't quite dig any of their characters. He won. Oh. I also love all these like crusty late 90s JPEGs of Muppet characters. Listen, everything has been weird about the Muppets since Jim Henson died. There's just a proverbial crust on everything. But the late 90s were real crusty. The late 90s were like... you know, it would be funny if we gave Kermit the Frog abs and he was hot. And wouldn't it be funny if we made a pig with big titties and nipples? And it was like, what is going on here? But at the same time, the Muppets were never supposed to be a kid's thing. It's just Jim was so wholesome. His ideals were so wholesome that the Muppets became a kid's thing. So in the late 90s, when everything was being, you know, pushed more, it wasn't super weird for there to be a pig with big titties and nipples. But when you look back on it, the big titty pig doesn't really fit in. I'm gonna say Pamela Swinerton or something like that doesn't really fit in with the other Muppets. Also, you unlock cars by using your special move on them. And I did not know that until like a stage ago. How'd you get up here?
Not bad at all.
Like hair. Barely won that. Proverbial crust was my nickname in college. Hell yeah. Wait, I'm playing it again. Why am I playing it again? Just the repetition. Okay, so then you can go to adventure mode, and it's the stage, but you just explore it and pick up things, and there's different objectives to do. It's really strange. Like, I could understand if it was there to, like, help you learn the stage more, But I don't really know that it is. Also, it wants you to pick up these items, and it asks you to do impossible tasks. To, like, pick stuff. Like, I did a dynamite one, and I could not finish it. Because it's asking me to do stuff like that. We're gonna get the dozer, though. Come on. Isn't this fun kart racing, kids? And we didn't even push them. Didn't even move them. And you can't turn the camera up. So, okay. I'm not doing it on stream. What we will do, though, is we'll go race Floyd. Let's unlock Floyd. Floyd is, I'd say, objectively the second best of the Electric Mayhem. I will always be a Dr. Teeth man. Okay, screwed that up. Hi, Floyd. Okay. So all we have to do is do the race again. So that's fun. I mean, we did it once. What can truly happen to stop us from doing it again? Humans are creatures of repetition. So I can repeat a victory. Oh, come on. See, but then you have moments in this game like this where you're just like plotting along. Okay, where's the door? Door's here. Okay. Missed the elevator. Missed it real bad. Absolutely whiffed. You cannot get a bigger whiff than me. Come on. Can I even catch up? Where's, there should be an Evo for kart racing. This is not a bad idea. Hold on. There should be an Evo for kart racers. Because with stuff like CTR and this game, there's a lot of not Mario Karts that play very differently from Mario Kart. You could have an interesting tournament. The only issue is finding ones. See, the pool numbers would have to be big. This isn't a bad idea, though. And all I'm saying is if we do Kart Evo... Okay, I'm going backwards. Kart Evo... I'm gonna be the grand champion of Muppets Racemania. This is... Hey, if we weren't all stuck in quarantine right now, and if I had any friends, I'd say let's do Kart Evo. I would say I'd set up Kart Evo, but, well, I don't know if you've seen the news, but times are a little crazy. Okay, let's just bomb our way in. Who cares? Oh.
Man, after beating the track the first time, let me tell you, the one thing I didn't want to do is play it again. But here we are. Get out of here. Uh-oh. Alright, we'll wait. Let's just wait and see what happens. Let's see if the wait is worth it. The wait was definitely not worth it. That was absolutely 100% not worth it. I'm not doing it again. Yeah, I'm just... Wait, I can only retire. Okay. Guess I have to retire. Ralph, the gamer's Muppet. Who... Okay. Which Muppet is a gamer? Scooter's definitely a gamer. Bunsen and Beaker, I think, would be gamers, but they only, like, do weird, like, VR chat things. Right? Like, they're Bunsen's just really invested in, making VR chat, reality. Gonzo's a gamer. Gonzo just plays, like, deep web, untitled Japanese horror games. Because he thinks they're just high art. But which Muppet is most likely to be, like, a Fortnite gamer? I feel like Kermit would be... He would play a lot of Fortnite, but he would do it for, like, the brand deals. Right? Like, he would keep it to keep the lights on at the theater. I'm trying to think of... Oh, you know what? That's 100% it. Robin plays Fortnite. Okay. Disney, here's my pitch. The Muppets, let's do new episodes of the Muppet Show. And Scooter's uncle, JP Gross, he owns the theater. And Scooter's really into Fortnite. So he demands that the whole episode be Fortnite themed. And Robin's really into it. So Kermit's played Fortnite because Robin's really into it, and Kermit always wants to spend quality time with his nephew. So the whole episode's Fortnite themed, right? We get like a Travis Scott performance, right? Like he's the guest star. We get Ninja's the guest star, okay? And we do like a whole Fortnite Muppet Show episode. I really like the idea of sweet, innocent little Robin getting really heated playing Fortnite. Like, sweet, innocent little Robin being like, just, wait, what's the ninja quote? What's that ninja quote? Ninja, it's only a game. Like, I like the idea of Robin just being like, oh, where did it go? Oh. Robin being like, the phrase, it's just a game, is such a weak mindset, Uncle Kermit. You're okay with what happened? Losing? Imperfection of a craft? When you stop getting angry after losing, well, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn, and always room for improvement. Never settle. I hate women. Kermit's like, no, Robin! Okay, you know what? I just remembered. Hold on. Before someone murders me for stealing a bit, let me say I did not intend to do the Vincent Vinesauce, the Muppets should be streamers bit. I didn't mean to do that. That wasn't my intent. Oh, okay, I still came in second. This guy steals bits, Dan's Gaming. Listen, if I really wanted to do a Vincent Vinesauce bit, the first thing is I'd actually have to be funny, and the second thing is I would just go spin. This guy, oh, this guy embezzles money. Don't leak trade secrets. Uncle Kermit, I got to Loot Lake last night. Wow, that's really great, Robin. Good job. And I murdered people. Uncle Kermit, my GTA RP character has gotten in a big gang war, and the whole city wants to kill him. Wow, that's really great, Robin. Good job. I like to think Fozzie would... See, now we're just doing the streamer bit. Never mind. I can't... It's a funny concept. I want to talk about it, but I don't want to steal Vincent Vinesauce's bit. Listen, Vincent Vinesauce, if you're watching this, I honestly swear on my life, I'm not trying to steal your bit. But it's such a funny concept of the Muppets. Just what games would the Muppets play? Because, like, we never... You know, Scooter maybe played a Game Boy Advance at one point. Scooter's the kind of kid who had like a PS Vita, right? But you don't really see the Muppets play video games. And so, except for my favorite image. Okay, this is relevant. Hold on. Kermit playing PS1. Okay, not PS2, but. Hold on. Whenever Midway put these games out, they put out promotional images. So one of them is. There's another one though. Where's the one? There's a really good one. There's one where Kermit's tied up and it says, "Here's a tip. Let Miss Piggy win." But there's one where Kermit is sitting really awkwardly, holding a PlayStation 1 controller. It might be on the cases. Hold on. Maybe not. There's one where Kermit's sitting, like, hunched over, holding a PlayStation 1 controller. And it's like the most, like... Yep, that was the late 90s. That's what happened if you were a wholesome brand before the late 90s. It's really bad. Alright. Hey, Leroy Octopus, thank you for the... Let me say, the best thing you can... Secretly, the best thing you can do to support the stream is clip. Because it saves me from having to go back through the stream and pull out my favorite moments, because I'm secretly like trying to get enough together to do like a best of video, but I want there to be like a substantial amount of actually good jokes. So whenever you clip, you save me so much time. So thank you for the clip. What is up with this embezzling money bit? I do not get this bit. Fozzie is a DSP type. Yeah, and he's always playing. God, what a good analogy. Fozzie is DSP. He's always playing like a game that's relevant, but he's not funny. And then his chat is just filled with people who hate him. Like, his chat is just Statler and Waldorf.
Ah, bugged door mechanics. Waka waka.
Yeah, and they're the only people watching too.
If you guys could donate a couple dollars, the IRS is gonna foreclose on my house. Kermit, the IRS is going to foreclose on my house. Well, gee, Fozzie, you should have paid your taxes. Fozzie, you shouldn't have taken out all those credit cards and not paid them. But Kermit, I needed the hottest new games, or else what is my chat gonna think? All the detractors will make fun of me, Kermit.
I like the idea. I like the idea that Gonzo plays like free in. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just driving around in circles. I like the idea that Gonzo plays like free itch.io like horror games. Like he's like, look, Camilla, we're gonna play Slender: The Lost Pages. Now this is high art. Gonzo's really into Five Nights at Freddy's game theory videos. They're better than any movie. Once again, apologies to Vincent Vinesauce. I never intended plagiarism, but here I am. Okay, we're gonna win this race this time because I want PS1 Floyd. Porny visual not okay. I can see that. I could see him. Yeah, porny visual novels, itch.io horror games. But Gonzo would also be like. Gonzo would play Call of Duty and like. No, would he? I'm trying to think of like something that is not considered high art, but Gonzo genuinely thinks it is like artistic perfection. And Kermit just like Kermit gets in the Discord chat and he sees what everyone's playing that night, and he's like, well, yeah, I guess we'll play Halo Reach. I'm not really that good at it, but no, Kermit's the one who's like, all right, guys, tonight we're gonna be playing Halo Reach, so everyone get in here, and then everyone's like, yeah, well, I gotta finish up this round. He's just trying to get game nights together. And Miss Piggy doesn't play games. Miss Piggy says she plays games. Like Miss Piggy plays whatever game is trending on Twitter. So like right now she's like constantly talking about her Animal Crossing island and how she has Raymond, and she's got Rolled, she's got Scoot, she's got Bomb, she's got all the top tier characters, and she's constantly talking about them. And then people are like, please give me Raymond. And she's like, no. What is it? Clayton linked to Germa985 in the chat. Very cool. Guys, go ahead and check out Germa985. He's a friend of Vincent Vinesauce, who I accidentally stole this bit from. So go ahead and check him out. He needs the viewers, so if you could just give him a click. Okay, whiff that. Hi, Floyd. Alright, this is the run. I like to think Rolf, Rolf just plays, he still has a PlayStation 2. That's like the only console he plays, because he doesn't see the need to upgrade. Like, there's still PlayStation 2 games he hasn't played yet. And so he'll just keep playing new PlayStation 2 games he hasn't played yet. And every night he, like, gets home and, like, cracks open a beer and, just, like, right now he's really having a blast, like, working his way through Final Fantasy X. He's just really easygoing about it. Everyone's, like, freaking out about, like, the new Fortnite update. And he's like,
Can I get that on my PS2? No, Ralph. Rolf, you can't get that on your PS2. Oh, okay. Thanks, Kermit.
Like, he goes to Kermit for, like, advice on
Hey, Kermit, I heard everyone backstage, they were talking about, Animal Crossing. Can I get that on my PS2? No, Ralph, you can't get that on your PS2. Oh, alright, thanks, Kermit.
The answer is, that I watch a lot of Muppets, and 2, spend a long time working on them. These did not come easy. Hey, let me say thank you for saying that, because, yeah, you don't know. I just dropped my controller on my headphone cord. You don't know how many hours I've spent in the shower practicing different Muppet voices. Like, you have to understand, when you're this pathetic and sad, that's about the only thing that brings you happiness. Hold on one second. Oops, I hit the wrong button. We're gonna pretend that I hit the right button, though, and that I didn't just delete all chat's messages. Okay. This is fine. You know, one of these days we're gonna beat Floyd. And then we'll finally have that done. Only took the whole stream. I don't think any of the Electric... Well, I don't think Dr. Teeth plays games. I think he got really into Rock Band. And then once that was over, he was like, no.
I am absolutely not playing another game.
Floyd doesn't have time. Yeah, Floyd will occasionally play, whatever Animal's playing, just to, like, wheel him back in, because Animal's been banned from every online service twice. They had to get a new router in the Electric Mayhem bus because Animal kept getting IP banned. Animal is the guy on voice chat who, like, a woman speaks and Animal's like, "Woman!" The animal's also secretly a huge simp. He donates to all. he hears a woman on voice chat and he's like, woman! And then runs up and gives her like the top tier loot. And Floyd just tries to like reel him back in. Come on. Come on. Can we please beat Floyd? How? Listen, I'm not saying the game's rigged, but I'm definitely saying the man got real lucky with that trick shot. He won. Son of a bitch.
Worse than a bad case of fleas.
Best lap, though. I got a great lap. Alright, we'll do it one more time, and then I should definitely move on to a different track. I should definitely do something other than this. It's kind of impressive, though, for a franchise. Like, if we're talking about just, like, the Muppet Show Muppets, for a franchise from the mid-70s, how many video games there are. Like, there's a good handful of Muppet games. I grew up playing two specific Muppet games. I grew up playing Muppets On With The Show on the Game Boy Advance. That was my first Game Boy Advance game. This is one of those things where I go, did I naturally grow to like the Muppets, or was it forced on me as a child, and I just really loved it? I don't know. But anyway, I played that game, and that game is miserable. That game is a really bad minigame collection. And I also think it's done by Vicarious Visions, so, like, hopefully we'll see an HD re-release of that someday. And then the other one I played all the time on my Windows 95 computer, maybe it was a 98, I think it was a 98, was, Muppet Kids, and it had something to do with colors. I screwed this up. So this game, occasionally the X button will just stop working, which is not a great sign, but I don't know if it's my controller or the game. But there was this thing, right? Everyone knows Muppet Babies. But in the early 90s, like in the 90s, they did an educational line called Muppet Kids. And it was just the Muppets as kids. Like, it was like in between the babies and the actual adults. And so I grew up playing a Muppet Kids game that was all about colors. And the only thing I remembered from it that made me search it up and try and find it was there's an FMV sequence with Kermit as a weatherman at an airport. And, like, the wind's blowing really hard. And he's, like, reporting on the weather. And he's like, there's a green windsock. And then the wind blows him and he like screams and flies away. And I remember that because in the late 90s you could do this thing called pirating. You could do this thing called copy that floppy. And so we had all our PC games were bootlegs from our neighbors. I think the statute of limitations on that has run out. And anytime Kermit would get blown away, the game would crash. The whole computer would crash. So it'd be like, oh, hi-ho, I see a blue windsock, a green airplane. And then the wind would pick up and he'd be like, uh-oh, ah! And then just boom. The whole computer would, you just get the blue screen of death. And it like scared the crap out of me, dude. When I was a little tiny bab, that terrified me. Kermit's scream was so powerful that it crashed my computer. Okay, I know I've said this like 3 times now. This is the last one. I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna focus, chat. Alright, you're about to see some pro gamer moves. I hear him behind me. How? How did the heat-seeking chicken... Mamma mia. Mamma mia, Papa Pia, baby got the diarrhea. Uh-oh. Okay. How? How? Come on. I need to place Tomp in Kart Evo's Muppet Racemania. How? How did he recover from it like that? I'm not gonna win. He's bested me.
They say that the best driver wins the race. Really? Then we'd better stay off the streets.
I have become God, eater of Muppets. Oh, I feel like I just lost years of my life. Hi, Floyd.
Floyd is at your service.
Thanks, Floyd. Very cool. Thank you, Beaker. Very cool. Now on to the second track of the night. Here we go. Here's another copyrighted clip that's probably going to get copyright claim. So.
What's the plan, man? I already told you. Tuesday midnight at the Mallory Gallery. That's all I know.
Wow. That's all they gave us.
Some of these pictures are really old. You should know. You probably dated the models. Oh!
That's not. So I didn't save the game, so I'm going to do that right quick, so you might have to hear them say that again. You know, I'm going to say a controversial opinion. Statler and Waldorf are usually funny. But sometimes they're not. Dude, should we save over Laura Babe's Tony Hawk Pro Skater career? No, we shouldn't do that. We should save that and then do a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater stream where we load her save. See if they've got any good custom skate parks.
I really appreciate fine art. You do? Yes. And this isn't it.
Okay. I feel like a kart racing god after that. Even though that wasn't even remotely supposed to be hard. It's just I did not pay attention for 90% of it. Now I'm going to be honest. I've seen Great Muppet Caper a lot. Like, a lot. And let me say, the Mallory Gallery did not look like this. Okay, well, it did look like that. There's the big case that is the baseball diamond in it. That's cute. This game's really cute. It's... I like the game, and it pisses me off. Like, this game is way better than it has any right to be, and also way better than it looks, but also not way better than it looks. It's also worse than it looks, but it's also good, but it's also bad. But is there a Muppet skating game? There's not, dude. I wish. I would play the hell out of that. Okay. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna throw this run, even though I was kind of winning, because I feel like I can. That was legitimately cool. If that skip was easier to execute, going inside of paintings is legitimately cool. Are you gonna watch that Elmo talk show on HBO Max? Maybe? I think I would have to hear from other Muppet fans how it is. Like, on one hand, I'm not one to sit around and watch Sesame Street, even though I really like those characters. But I also, like, am really excited because they said they're gonna put up, like, the majority of old school Sesame Street on HBO Max. And I'm considering watching that. So maybe it would have to, if it's, what is this, Bowser's Castle? Look at this. I want to go to Bowser's Castle. Anyway, if it's like fun, family-friendly thing, I might watch it. But if it's like educational or like for Babs, I don't know. I really like the Sesame Street characters a lot. But I don't really need to watch Sesame Street, you know? It's a cool idea, though. Like, there's a lot of people who are, like, really against... Okay, I mean, this skip is kind of worthless, though. Look, I mean, all it does is take you over... Okay. Like, it's not even a good skip. But there are a lot of people who are, like, upset. Because, like, there's a lot of Sesame Street spin-offs coming to... Well, there's that Elmo one. There's, like, one... It's a CGI cartoon where the Sesame Street characters are robots, superheroes. And there's people, like, really upset about that one. And I don't know, man. I can't bring myself to get upset about Sesame Street characters. Like, if the Muppets is Bab Thing, and I shouldn't care about Bab Thing, then Sesame Street is, like, super Bab Thing. And I can't bring myself to get that mad about Sesame Street. I get mad about people getting mad about Sesame Street. That's about it. So it's cool though. Like, it ain't bad. Yeah, I know Cookie Monster is his, like, sidekick, which I think is a great pairing. Man, it's honestly, I'll say this to the current, like, Muppet performers. It's really impressive how close a lot of them get to the originals. Like, for a while, I didn't know that Kevin Clash wasn't doing Elmo anymore. I didn't know it was Ryan Dillon. Because it's just Elmo. It just sounds perfect. Performed perfectly. But no, it's a whole different person now. It's really impressive, and I want to say, there are people who don't like Matt Vogel's Kermit, the current performer of Kermit since Steve Whitmire got fired. I don't know, man. I really, really like Matt Vogel's Kermit. Like, a lot. To the point where, like, I kind of feel like it's closer than Steve Whitmire's Kermit. The voice is a little bit off. It's not, like, in the throat enough. You know, that, like, everyone's got that stereotypical, like, Kermit impression where they're like, "Oh, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here." Matt's, like, isn't enough of that. But the way he speaks and the way he moves Kermit is so Jim Henson that, like, I like Steve Whitmire's Kermit. Let me say, I love Steve Whitmire's Kermit. And no one will ever be Jim's Kermit. Jim's Kermit shows up on a screen and I'm, like, glued to it. But Matt Vogel's Kermit moves in the right way and says things in the right enough way, then I look at it and I go, well, that's Kermit. Like, it feels like I'm seeing an old friend that I haven't seen in a long time. He feels more like Kermit to me than Steve's Kermit did. So, I got it. Matt Vogel's really killing it, taking up a lot of those characters. Like, his Big Bird is really good. Again, the voice isn't perfect, but the way he says things and the way he moves is perfect. And Frank Oz said, like, the characters are 90% performance. They're 10% voice. I feel like Matt Vogel maybe doesn't have that 10% perfectly, but he's got the 90%. And it's a lot to take up the mantle of the frog. That's my thought on it. I think I'm just tired of people being like, hashtag not my Kermit. Okay, cool. Hashtag bring back Steve. Okay. Sure. You go, girl. Cookie Monster Eggman Man. Yeah, I'll agree to that. Listen, has Ed McMahon ever sang a song so beautifully that it brought an entire nation to tears? No. Cookie Monster did, though. And it was called C is for Cookie. Am I winning? I guess not. I'm in second place, but like I'm doing okay. Ow. Come on. Okay, I take it back about the skip. The skip is secretly good except for crashing into the center. It's good for me because I'm bad at turning. But also I don't think any character's good at turning in this game. It feels like someone has rubbed butter on the controllers. Honestly, they are my controllers, so maybe they might have been butterfied. I don't know. Stranger things have happened to my controllers. I have a GameCube controller where the wires are just like hanging out of it. Still works. So, player 4, whenever we play Smash, player 4 always gets that controller. And then someone always, whoever player 4 is, 9 times out of 10, they always complain. It's like, okay. Scooter alarm went off. I'm glad I tuned into this. Hey, you know what? I'm really glad you're here, dude. Thank you for being here. That goes to everyone, but genuinely, Leroy Octopus. Thank you for being here, man. It's these streams are, I have fun doing these, but they always turn into an absolute blast when I have a friend in chat. What is Fozzie driving back there? I'll say, I'm really glad that I got over as a you know, everyone goes through that edgy phase as a teenager. My edgy phase is that I was Muppet biased. I didn't like any of the Muppets that were introduced post Henson. I'm really glad I got over that, because like Pepe the King Prawn is genuinely funny. Bill Beretta is a great performer. There are good Muppets post Henson. But that was my edgy teen phase. Some people, they, wear on black, they listen to cool music. Me, I take a hard stance against the Disney Muppets. Tough guy coming through. I'll kick your ass and I'll tell you why Disney doesn't know what to do with the Muppets. Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. I feel like I lose precious time. Also, how is Floyd? Is it Floyd again in first? Because if that's him all the way up there, I'm gonna, like, pop a vein. It's definitely him. Come on. No one can beat Floyd. Maybe that's the genre Floyd really likes. Floyd's really into kart racers. I don't, could be. I don't know. I don't even have a joke for that one. That's just a statement. Did Sam just arrest me? Was that what that was? Is Sam narking?
Worse than a bad case of fleas.
Disney, okay, this is something that baffles me. Disney opened a new restaurant at, I think, Disney World. Yeah, that is all Sam the Eagle themed. They did this, like, last year. Like, late last year. They opened a Sam the Eagle themed restaurant at Disney World. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm glad they haven't torn out Muppet Vision 3D completely yet. But, like, who wanted a Sam the Eagle themed barbecue restaurant? It's so weird, and I kind of love it. It's better than Pizza Rizzo. Well, from what I've heard. I heard Pizza Rizzo's pizza was not good. But this barbecue is supposedly pretty alright. For Disney World barbecue, it's alright. It's just weird to me that it's like, where do you want to go to eat at Disney World? I want to go to the Sam the Eagle restaurant. My favorite Muppet character who involves food, Sam the Eagle. Like, why don't they have an animatronic Swedish chef? Like, I kind of feel it. I'll be honest. Again, my Muppet bias has gone down over the years. I'm a lot more open to a lot of different Muppet things, technologically, if it means more Muppets. Why does Disney not have, like, animatronic Muppets? Like, just in places, you know? Like, they've got their big, like, walk around Mickey Mouse, you know, doing meet and greets. Why don't they have, like, an animatronic Kermit who, like, pops up and talks to people? I don't get that one. But especially, like, an animatronic Swedish chef at a restaurant. And, like, you can do the stuff in, like, the Muppet Vision 3D ride. Like, you can fake an explosion and everything. Why don't they do that? That would be so fun. Why does Disney hate the Muppets? In this live stream, I will chronicle every decision Disney has ever made on the Muppets and why it's bad. Number 1, they gave them 2 theatrical movies and a TV show. What were they thinking? Yeah, yeah, have a Chuck E. Cheese band, Electric Mayhem. That was something, this is something I've read. I have no source on this, but the band, My Morning Glory, or My Morning Jacket, shit. My Morning Jacket, they were going to have, like, an Electric Mayhem animatronics with them on a tour, and Electric Mayhem would be, like, their opening act. How fucking badass would that be? Do you know how much money I would pay to see, do you know how much money I would pay to see the Muppets live in person? They did that. They did the Hollywood Bowl show, and then they did Live at the O2. And those shows, I've seen them bootlegged on YouTube. Those shows are great. Those shows are fantastic. You can absolutely do live Muppet things, and Disney does. That's a legitimate complaint. Is that there's so much potential in Muppet things right now, and Disney's just doing a short form series on Disney Plus that's improvs with celebrities. And it's like, man, I get it. Like, I guess they're like trying to get their bearings on like what people want from the Muppets now. But that ABC show, the like Office style one, the first half of that season is not good. I'll say it. There are people who like really like that show. I don't like the first half of it. I think it's really mean-spirited. The second half of that show, the second half of that one season, where they got a new showrunner, and the show, like, there's still a lot of adult jokes, but the characters don't hate each other's guts. It's not miserable to watch, because it doesn't matter if it's the Muppets. It's just a rule of comedy. Like, if you make your characters genuinely hate each other and constantly remind each other how much they hate each other, it's not a fun watch. And whenever I watch the Muppets, I want a fun watch. So that second half of the show, where things like lightened up in terms of character interaction, was great. Like, legitimately great. And it bums me out. Like, I remember whenever that first season wrapped and nobody knew if it was going to get canceled or renewed, I remember passionately petitioning for it to get a second season, because I think in a second season it could have done really well. There's a lot of potential in the Muppets. Still, the performers right now are fantastic. And it's just really sad that I wouldn't even say Disney doesn't care. It's that Disney doesn't know what to do with them per se. Disney doesn't know how to maybe market them. And so audiences, the general audience, doesn't know what to do with them. Like, the whole angle in that show, and I think it's still a thing, is like Kermit and Miss Piggy broke up and they'll never have a relationship again. Nah, that's not good. People don't want that. Like, that first half of that season felt like, oh, this is explicitly what I don't want. And Disney's just like never found out where to go since then. I don't know. I'm very passionate about the Muppets. I'm very cool and very single. Anyway, my point is Disney should put me in charge of the Muppets, and then we could have more fun skits like Robin as Ninja. Thank you. I think if you're going to criticize things anymore, you should petition yourself to be the like lead creative consultant for whatever it is you're criticizing. Sorry. It's only fair, chat. I want to go in this one. I want to go... Listen, I'm not going to win this race anyway. I want to go in this one. Ooh. Ooh. Wait. Okay, now we're going in this one. Wow. This is legitimately super cool. But how do I get out? Oh, hello. There's such good ideas in this game. I think if the stages were wider, I think if it played more conventionally, I would recommend this game to like ever. If this game played like CTR, I would recommend this game to everyone. But it don't. It really don't. Okay. You know what really peeves me off? That there's no plot in this game. I want to know why the Muppets are racing. Is it to put on another show? Because that'd be weird. Is it we finally reached the end of the Muppet timeline? This is the end. They all get in like a post-apocalyptic race competition to see who survives the end of times. Is this like the WWE Crush Hour of the Muppet timeline? Or like where does this fall canonically? Like is this like post Great Muppet Caper? Or is this like pre-Muppet Treasure Island, you know, like... Okay, why did we do that? Hi. Bye. I have these heat-seeking chickens and I don't know when to use them. Uh-oh. Who just teleported? The teleportation is shit. I hate that. It's cheap. Oh shit, fuck you, Doozer! I would have won that without the teleportation. Superstar Limo, yeah. They eventually retrofitted it into a Monsters Inc. ride. Yeah, but the original plan was to make it... Yeah! Miss Piggy's Superstar Limo, that's right. It would add animatronic Muppets in doing construction on it, commenting on how much the current rides suck. See, that would have been great. Why did they not do that? Like, I understand that, like, there was gonna be, like, a whole Muppets Land before Jim Henson died. It's understandable, like, that was scrapped because Disney didn't own the Muppets and everything. Like, okay. But, like, why did they not do that? That would have been great. There's a lot of raw potential with the Muppets, and I'll say it feels like they're not being used to their fullest potential, and that's very disappointing. You know what was a really good idea that I kind of hope they do something with at some point? Like, talking about the Elmo talk show idea. That ABC Muppet show had, like, Miss Piggy have a late night talk show, and Fozzie was her sidekick, and Kermit was the producer. Like, that was, like, the show within the show. I think that's a great idea. I think that's a really good idea. Because the variety shows don't like the closest thing to a variety show anymore is a late night talk show. And while I don't know if Miss Piggy could really cut it as a late night talk show host, could she cut it as anything else? Like, that's the joke with Miss Piggy, right? Like, at least initially. Now I am banana. Is like she has no talent. Right? Like, she's just she can't really sing. Whenever she dances, she gets like smacked around. Like, I think it was a really good idea, and again, it's wasted potential. I'm really sad that it went that way. But also, like, that would work great. Like, Fozzie, the sidekick, should be funny. and Fozzie inherently, quote unquote, isn't. I mean, that's the great thing about the Muppets, right? Is that they're so weird, and most of them are completely talentless, but they dream of achieving it. That's why they're so relatable. Kermit's really maybe the only one with talent, right? Like, the guy can sing, he can dance, he can tell a joke. He's destined for stardom. But he's so selfless. He looks at all these other people who have no talent and is like, well, they want to achieve their dreams too. I want to help them achieve their dreams too. And so he takes an MC role and is producing the show, trying to get it somewhere. You could do something so much with a late night talk show that has sketches. You could do an Eric Andre style thing with the celebrity guests, right? Where it's not the whole focus of the episode. It's just like a short thing. The celebrity guest participates in a skit or two. And like the actual like talk show portion is like ironically bad, but like they're really trying, right? Like, it's not half-assed, it's full-assed. It's just they have no talent. That would be perfect, and I think it's been a thing. I mean, even while Jim Henson was still alive, the whole idea that like they don't have talent and like they're a ragtag group of dreamers. I think that kind of notion went away whenever things got really, like whenever Miss Piggy became mega popular, because it's not in the eyes of an ad agency. Like, why would we have a character who isn't like good at everything? You know. But God, what a good idea that would be. Ralph has talent. There are ones with talent, but like Rolf has talent, but he doesn't really have any ambition. Like, Rolf's just like there, right? And like he loves playing the piano, but he's fine with if he plays the piano in front of thousands. He's as happy as if he plays it in front of no one. Right? Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem, they have talent. But, well, I've got no excuse with them. They've got talent. You can do something really good with the Muppets. And Disney, you should put me in charge of this and I can write that. Thank you. Again, whenever I criticize things, it means I have a better idea, and you damn well better put me in charge of it, because I will write that idea. Except for The Simpsons. That's the one thing where, like, I think about a lot, where I'm like, that was bad. But I don't think I could do any better. Yeah. Rolf's content with anything. What is this? You can change the amount of laps. 1 lap. Did I win that? I just won that. And that didn't even register to me. Okay. The music in this game is really good. Coincidentally, The Simpsons is also a Disney property. All I'm saying is Disney needs to stop buying dead properties and make some new ones of their own.
Some of these pictures are really old. You should know. You probably dated the models. Oh!
Ooh, Dr. Teeth's the character. Let's get Dr. Teeth. Is it gonna be... I wonder what the voice for Dr. Teeth is gonna be. Oh, this is gonna be weird, because I think Rolf's the only one with sourced sound clips. Like, Rolf's the only one's voiced by Jim Henson in this. So we'll see. Because this is from the late 90s. This is the weird era where, like, Frank Oz is still there, but he doesn't... Like, this is, like, maybe the last thing Frank Oz did with the Muppets. And man, it does not sound great. He really sounds like he does not want to be there. But like, there's just like, Brian Henson is playing characters. Brian Henson's playing Scooter. Like, it's just, it's a weird era for the Muppets. This is right before they got sold to, was it EMTV or something? A German company. Like, for a good, like, 4 years, a German company owned the Muppets. And then they, like, lost all their money on that. And then sold it back to the Hensons, like, sued them to get the Muppets back. I don't know. And then they sold to Disney. Wait, how did Dr. Teeth get so far ahead of me? What is happening? How did this happen? How did he get so far ahead? What happened? Alright, Dr. Teeth, he hacked my game and he's cheating and I hate it. Oh, if you hold down R1, do you... No. I guess that's just sharp turns. Oh, I'm never gonna catch up. Why did that happen? So... I hope this stream has made it clear. First of all, is that blueprints? What is this? What is this? What the hell? Okay. Weird. I hope this stream has made it clear that I really like the Muppets. I don't know if you got that vibe yet, chat, but I do. I like the Muppets. I like the Sesame Street Muppets. I like Dark Crystal. I love Labyrinth. I like Fraggle Rock, but I would say Fraggle Rock is like Fraggle Rock or Dark Crystal are the ones that I'm the least familiar with. I'm still fairly familiar, but I haven't like super studied it. Dark Crystal I've watched once and went, wow, that was alright, but I was also like falling asleep during it because I watched it at like 2 in the morning. And Fraggle Rock, I've only watched the first episode of. I've seen clips from other episodes. I know the basics of Fraggle Rock. And they put out, last year, they put out a really, really good Fraggle Rock Blu-ray set. Like, it honest to God, is like the most impressive Muppet home video release I've ever seen. That thing is beautiful looking. It's got like original titles. It's got a ton of bonus features. It's really impressive. And I wish the same thing would happen with the Muppet Show, but that's, I mean, they never even released season 4. So like, is he teleporting ahead? Look at that! What am I supposed to do with that? How is that fair? So one day I'll get around to Fraggle Rock. I like Junior Gorg. Why isn't Junior Gorg in this game? Why are the Henson family Gorgist? Dinosaurs? Oh, that's true. Well, I'm talking about specifically like Henson. And he was dead when Dinosaurs came out. Dinosaurs was like one of the last things though that he had any input on. I've watched all of Dinosaurs because I was convinced as a kid, I was convinced that show was great. I was convinced that was like the best show ever made. And so whenever I first got Netflix, it was on Netflix. So I'd watch Netflix on my 3DS and I would watch all of Dinosaurs. That show is not great. Controversial opinion. It has its moments. But overall, it's not great. The finale is metal as fuck, but overall, not the best. And then like after that, from the Henson Company, you have like Aliens in the Attic, and it's like, or not Aliens in the Attic. No. Isn't it Aliens in the Family? Aliens in the Attic. There was a kid in my like 7th grade art class who was obsessed with Aliens in the Attic. He thought that was like the best movie, and he kept telling me to watch it. Like every week, whenever we'd go to art, he would be like, "Hey, did you watch Aliens in the Attic yet?" I'd be like, "No." He's like, "You gotta see this movie." There's this one scene where the aliens pop out, and the girl, the Ashley Tisdale, she screams really loud. It's a great movie. I was like, "Oh, cool, okay." He also kept telling me to watch 2007's TMNT after I told him that I saw it in theaters and I have the DVD, and he's like, "Yeah, but it's a really, really great movie. Like, you should definitely like make sure you check it out." And I was like, I did, man. I've watched it. I've seen that movie like several times. Nice kid though. He also once on a school bus ride, none of my other friends wanted to sit next to me because children are cruel, and so I sat next to him, and he told me beat by beat, point by point, scene by scene, every part of the Simpsons movie. And that I think I fell asleep like halfway through that, and he got really mad about that. Children are wild, dude. Kids are nuts. Alright, that was easy. Have I watched? I have not watched Farscape.
No, what? It's finally over.
Oh. I've heard good things about Farscape, but I've never gotten around to it.
If you pick me, it'll be one cool ride. I'm that mouth. I'm that mouth. Yeah. I'm Dr. Teeth. Can you dig it? Woof, woof. Rolf the dog here.
That's Jim.
Nice to meet ya. If you pick me, it'll be one cool ride.
I don't know if that's Jim Henson or not. It kind of sounds like him, except for whenever he says cool. Then it sounds nothing like him. Let's see, do we got credits? Cheat codes. They literally have a section in the manual where they list all the cheat codes for the game. And they say, well, here's a first. We're giving you the codes to cheat, but be honest now. Try playing the game without them first. They knew, dude. They knew. It's playing a clip from the movie. I don't think I can show that. Okay, the Electric Mayhem bus is rolling up. The Muppets are on the bus. Here they come, entering the ghost town. What trouble awaits for them? That's the end of the clip. It just lists Muppet performers. Now, it does list Bill Beretta as a Muppet performer. Which makes sense. But it doesn't say who they play. Also, Matt Vogel's on this list, and I don't know who he would have played at this point. Is there like a... Can I get like a Muppet Racemania voice compare? This song is ingrained in my brain because I played this stage, the canyon, like 40 times last night, trying to beat it. Let me see if I can get a Muppet Racemania voice compare. Muppet Racemania voice cast. Here we go. Bill Beretta did Pepe. Yeah, that makes sense. John Kennedy did Dr. Teeth. So then who did Rolf? Bill Beretta. I don't know, man. I don't know about that one.
Hi, I'm Rolf.
That's Jim Henson.
Woof, woof. Rolf the dog here. Pleased to meet ya.
That's absolutely Jim Henson. You cannot tell me anything differently on that one. That's Jim Henson. Maybe he did like little noises, like whenever Rolf gets hit, he's like, "Oh."
Hi, I'm Rolf.
That's Jim Henson. You can't tell me differently on that one. Matt Vogel did Janice and Scooter.
Wow, like I'm Janice. It would be really groovy if you picked me. I'm Scooter, the band's road manager. I'm Scooter, the band's road manager.
That's like not the worst.
I'm Scooter, the band's road manager. Wow, like I'm Janice. It would be really groovy if you picked me.
I've heard worse, right? Okay. Sure. Why not, man? Strange times we're living in, my friends. Uh-oh. Hey, there's... Is this Dr. Frankeneuter? It's one of the Muppet Tonight's ones that no one remembers. Well, listen, we didn't get to Muppet Monster Adventure. Well, what is that stage? And that's okay. I don't have many more Muppet things to say. I'm not Muppeted out, but I don't have much more to say. I mean, yeah, Bean Bunny's in the game. There's deep pools in the. I mean, here, hold on. This is the cast for the game. Like, there's deep pools, dude. They got Kermit the Frog. There's deep pools. There's Beauregard. They got Spam from Muppet Treasure Island, which got them into a lawsuit. Like the people who own Spam, like, were really pissed off about that one. I mean, Clifford's in the game. That's like kind of a deep pool. They're not like pulling it, you're not gonna see like Thog. You're not gonna see Bad Mama. You're not gonna see Gilda. You're not gonna see yeah, dude. Listen, I love Kevin Clash, and I guess in the Jim Henson Hour, the Muppet television segments of that, Clifford has a personality, but man, you get out of those and Clifford is an everyman. We don't need a second. You have the best everyman of all time. We don't need a second everyman. Like, look at Clifford. He's like wearing a tie. He's got no sunglasses. Muppets Tonight is Muppets Tonight is the greatest evidence that, like, maybe they shouldn't go back to variety show. Yeah, I don't. And Kermit, but Kermit was still like on every episode of the show, because why would you get rid of Kermit the Frog? Muppets Tonight it's something. There are people who love Muppets Tonight. There are people who will go to war for Muppets Tonight. And I mean, there are people who go to war for Muppets from Space. Those two, man, are like bad. They're real bad. That era, man. After Muppet Treasure Island happened, like, from Muppets Tonight till like 2011's Muppets. The Muppets. That's a bad time, man. Yeah, Muppets Tonight has Kermit doing letting the days go by. I'm a huge Talking Heads fan. I swear on my life, Talking Heads, a good song. Yeah, once in a lifetime. Jesus. I like that Google knew, dude. To be fair, they could have brought up Psycho Killer, or there's a couple others. It has that. It's not terrible. Muppets Tonight is fine, but a lot of those new characters, there's a reason they did not stick around. They suck, and the jokes are really bad, and the celebrities are really like, oh, it was the 90s. Here's Garth Brooks. Cool. I think there's an episode with Jason Alexander, which sounds like a great idea. I don't think it turns out well. There's an episode with Prince. That's like the most famous episode from it. And it's weird that there's an episode of Muppets Tonight with Prince from like 1997. Like, it's just weird. The timing's weird. I don't know, man. Clifford's weird. But Jim, I guess, really liked Clifford. Well, you really liked Kevin Clash, and for good reason. Kevin Clash was a great performer. But he really liked Clifford. And I don't know about that one, man. But I guess while Jim was alive, Clifford was a different character. Clifford was about being cool. Which in turn, it just didn't make a cool character. Like, I don't know. Clifford's like a main character in Muppet Monster Adventure, and it's like, one of these things is not like the other. I'm glad I want to unlock Sweetums. Sweetums is great. Rizzo looks like disturbed. God, Muppet. Maybe we'll do another. We'll do a Muppet Monster Adventure stream at some point because I want to show off how shameless that game is. That game is a Spyro the Dragon ripoff to a T. Like you. It even like copies the detail. Like you see someone play that first level and it's like, oh wow, that's really a Spyro ripoff. Okay, but then you get to the second level and the like kid, the thief who like runs around with the dragon eggs is like, nah, 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 nah. Yeah, Rizzo, is in it. Rizzo is carrying a Muppet token, and he runs around, and he's like, you can't catch me! And it's so, he, like, runs around, it's so Spyro the Dragon. It kind of rules because of that, like, because Spyro rules. It's just weird. It's weird. As a kid with ADHD, I always related to Animal the most. That's fair. I think a lot of kids relate to Animal because he's, very hyperactive. I know there are a lot of kids who relate really strongly to Gonzo because Gonzo's weird. But he's not like sad that he's weird. He's not upset that he's weird. He's just unabashedly weird and proud of it. I really like the Muppets. I think they're very good characters. These PS1 renders though. Maybe not great. Maybe not great. John Kennedy is Dr. T. Can I hear John Kennedy do things?
Yeah, we've been driving the same lousy bus since 1978.
Hey, that sounds like... That sounds fine.
Food fight, can you picture that? Food fight, can you picture that?
That sounds good.
Water! Fast, fast! Boat!
That's very obviously not... That's not Frank Oz, and that is not Eric Jacobs.
Man, this is one tough gig. Fast, slow, high, low. I can't keep up with these guys. Tell you what, take over my gig and you keep all the tips. Play around as long as you like. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's not... That doesn't even sound like how he sounds in this, which is what makes me sus that it's John Kennedy and Bill Beretta doing Jim Henson characters. Because it sounds like Jim Henson. So somebody better fess up. I'm going to kick some ass. Oh, well, I do want to do Muppet Monster Adventure, but I think I'll save that for another stream. I know specifically I kind of want to do it around Halloween, but I think I want to play that game more to see how Halloweeny it really is. I just want to say again, I know I said it at the start of the stream, but tomorrow is 30 years since Jim passed away, since Jim Henson passed away. Here, we'll put on some Zelda music. That'll really bring the mood together. No, wait, we shouldn't play Zelda music. We'll get copyright claimed. Okay. No, not 30 years of Fudge Films. Jesus, I'm not that old yet, dude. If we're doing this in 30 years, and I still have no simps, I mean, what's the point of going on? Anyway, tomorrow is 30 years since Jim Henson passed away. That's why I played a Muppet game tonight. And I just want to say, I don't want to send you off to the weekend with your mood soured and you're sad, because as evidence from Jim Henson's funeral, I don't think that's what he would have wanted, right? Like, his funeral was very, very much about celebration and being happy. Instead, I want to send you into the weekend with a thought, with one of them thinking things. Follow your dreams. And I know that's hard to do, and I know everyone says it and whatever, you know? It's cliche, it's dumb, but so is looking into the night sky. So is getting some fresh air. So is celebrations. There's nothing wrong with a cliche, especially a cliche like following your dreams. It's what I'm trying to do. For myself and maybe a very fractionally small for Jim. So, as you head into this weekend, as you head into week whatever it is of quarantine, think about what you can do to make progress on your dreams, on your ambitions. What can you create now to help you chase your dreams, to help you achieve your dreams? And I guess if there's one thing to take away from Jim Henson, and there's one thing always to take away from Fudge Films, not that we're even on a remotely same level, same caliber. I mean, Jim Henson is beyond the major leagues. Jim Henson's the Hall of Fame, and I'm here playing t-ball. But it's always be creative and always just be silly. Embrace the funny side of life, the silly side of life, the strange side of life. And if you're not doing it for me, random Twitch internet man, that's fine. I wouldn't even do it for me. But, you know, maybe do it for Jim. Anyway, I'm going to call it. This has been a great one. This has been a really great one. Thank you for being here. There's more streams next week. There's more podcasts coming up. There's more skits coming up. There's more silliness coming up. Because I think it's what I can do right now for everything. for I don't know if you've seen the news. It's kind of crazy out there. If I can put in a little bit, a fraction of the happiness that the works of Jim Henson have given me, if I can put that, a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of that out into the world, I'll have done my job 10 times over. So, more Fudge Films coming up oh so very soon. Thank you for being here. We're going to play it out. I'm going to go... Oh my god, guys, it's my new original Muppet OC, Thomas, send us off. Good night.
Well, I suppose that's all for tonight. Peace and love. This has been a Fudge Films production.